Hello, hello! This is Chucky from Collecting for Fun, and today we are going to have a look at this new Lego set that just released called the Shire. And this is from the Lord of the Rings set series. And this Shire set really just is mostly just bag end and then a couple side builds that celebrate Bilbo's birthday celebration. We can see that set is 10354. It has 2017 pieces. Now, why that's important is that this thing costs 270 US dollars or 350 Canadian for 2017 pieces. That's a very high uh, price per piece count. That's extremely high. And so it seems to me a little bit of Lego gouging. And to be honest, I wasn't planning to pick up this set when I saw the price, but because they had this set come out, which is the Sméagol and Deagol set, I thought, this thing's only going to go up in value. It's probably going to go to at least $100, if not more, very shortly. And it did. It's already selling for about $100 Canadian, if not more. And I've seen places that sell higher. So, and I'm pretty sure in the US it's selling for at least $80 US dollars there. So, the set will probably only go up in value just because of the minifigures. This is probably the only set you're going to see Sméagol and Deagol, and this set is 40761. It's 181 pieces, and you can only get this set if you bought this set during the first weekend it was available, which was just the beginning of April. Okay. So I just received mine, and so this is that set there, and this is pretty much the scene from the beginning of Return of the King, where we see Sméagol and Deagol on the boat, and they're fishing. Deagol falls in, finds the ring, and eventually Sméagol kills him to get it. So there you see Sméagol on the boat. He's got his kind face on. He's got the fishing rod. Deagle falls in, holding his breath. He's got caught the fish, and he sees the ring and picks it up. I don't know if he actually sees the ring and picks it up, or he just picks it up. But anyways, and then Deagle's cleaning it off, and then Sméagol sees it, and he wants it, and he goes into like crazy face there, and basically murders his cousin so that he can have the ring, and then um, um, he becomes Golem afterwards, over many years, and obviously becomes obsessed with the ring very, very quickly. So that's basically the set. This set is essentially a murder scene being played out, and so it's interesting that Lego decided to make the set. But hey, it is what it is, and it's definitely an incentive, at least for the first weekend, to buy this set. Otherwise, we would never have these minifigures. And so, if you're into minifigures, yeah, these are quite unique, especially if you're into Lord of the Rings. So these are definitely exclusive, and will probably only go up in value as time passes, because I don't think they're ever going to make another Sméagol and Deagol set. I just don't see it. But I could be wrong. Of course, I could be wrong. So this is essentially bag end, and so this is the obviously a newer, updated version. They did make one years and years ago when The Hobbit came out, and that was a decent set. This is a much bigger set of version of the bag end, and this set's supposed to be the Shire, but it only has really bag end. The Shire, I mean, if they're going to do the proper Shire, you would have to have more huts, and so I don't know if they can ever do a proper Shire without making it really like one of those miniature type of builds where they can build a lot of things like going up the mountain. Because I actually got to visit New Zealand and got to see the set of Hobbiton, and that thing is huge. I mean, you walk all the different little hobbit holes and things like that, and and eventually you get to this Bag End, and you see the giant tree up there. So it's quite a sight, and this sits on top of the mountain, and so to build the Shire properly and then make your way up to the mountain where this is with it, or hill, I guess, where Bag End is. It's quite a trek, and quite, you have to pass through a lot of hobbit holes to get there. So I don't know. I wouldn't call I don't know if the Shire is the right name for this. That's what they called it, but I would have called it more Bag End. I don't know. That's just me. Anyways, so we got a couple side builds, and I don't know if the side builds add too much to this. I mean, certainly the playability, maybe. You can see that we got Merry and Pippin with the explosions, and I like that face print. I'm pretty sure that's unique, and the hair is definitely unique. to this set. The printing on their their clothes are very very good. The Hobbit feet are really cool. That tent, I don't know. It looks like it's paper or some kind of felt, something like that. So I guess you can, when the fireworks go off, you can blow off the tent, I guess. And there is the fire dragon made of the fireworks of the dragon there. And then we got Bilbo there and is by the tree. And that tree is, whew, I don't know. They didn't do anything to really block off the bricks, so it looks like a really weird ass tree. But that's just me. I like the printing there. Happy birthday, Bilbo Baggins. It's nice. Um, I don't know if that's a sticker. I'm pretty sure that's a sticker. I could be wrong though. We got the things coming out, so maybe that's just felt. And then we got the birthday cake. We got Sam's girlfriend or love interest there. What was her name? Something Cottontail. Cotton. I forgot. Anyways, they'll come to me. And then we got Frodo meeting Gandalf there, and we have the Proudfoots. I think that's is. So we got Sam over there with his shears there, just outside the window where he learns about the ring. So I like the actual build itself. It looks pretty good. I mean, it looks like it's just quite displayable. I don't know about these other side pieces. To me, they look kind of distracting, but this is pretty good. And if they just did this, I mean, they could have cut a lot of the costs. I mean, if they had the same price per piece, I just don't know. But anyways, so let's have a look at the characters again. We got the Proudfoots here, so those are unique to the sets, for sure. And she's got some kind of vegetable there, some kind of root vegetable. It's like some kind of gourd or something. I don't know, or maybe it's a radish. We got Bilbo and with the ring there. I like the printing on the vest there. It looks pretty cool. We got Gandalf. Again, printing's really good there. We got Frodo. I like again the printing on the vest. I think these are exclusive to this set. I could be wrong. I don't know how much different they are from the Rivendell set, but I imagine they'd be a little bit different. We got Merry with the fireworks there. We got Pippin with the little smirk. Or is that Pippin? I think that's Pippin. That's Merry. He's got the smirk with the apple. And then we got Samwise and his girlfriend there. Um, I keep forgetting her name. Anyways, that's who he ends up marrying at the end. So it will come to me. But anyways, so let's take a look at the back. So there's the big tree, and it actually looks pretty good when we look at it that way. And so in this tree, they took the time to get rid of all the bricks things, but they did not do anything to get rid of the bricks on here. It would have been nice to actually put like I don't know, some bricks to cover off all that. But anyways, the size of the set here, it's 9 inches in height. Um, and so it looks like obviously where the dragon is, and they say that's 9 inches. So this is coming down. It looks like about an inch shorter. So this probably sets the actual bag end part probably sits around 8 inches or 7.5 inches in and around there. And it looks like the set here is probably more 10 inches in length, and then you have all the add-ons that you can build around it. On the inside, interior, you can see the inside of the door. You can see a little treasure chest there. You can see where he does the writing of the book there, where Bilbo sits there and writes his book. There and back again, a Hobbit's Tale or something like that. And then you see the fireplace where he throws the ring in afterwards and where he gets some tea. And you can see on the bottom, you can see here there's some scenes you can play out where, Bilbo's sitting there reading, waiting for Gandalf to arrive in his horse and buggy that he has over there. And then we have in this set here where Bilbo stands there, you can hit a button and he turns around where it disappears when he puts the ring on. So that's some playability there. Again, where he writes his book, right? And again, I think yeah, there and back again. There we go. And then you can see where Gandalf arrives. I don't know where Gandalf smacks his head on this thing, but he smacks his head somewhere around here. And then again, there's the fireplace, and that knob turns the fire, so you can throw it in the envelope, and then on the other side is a ring. So that's some playability. You can see again where they put the fireworks on there, and that thing explodes, and eventually becomes the dragon over there, and the birthday cake there. So again, I'm not sure if this set's worth picking up. Again, with 2017 pieces, the set in itself looks pretty decent. But the price point is wow. If it didn't include this add-on, I probably wouldn't buy this set. You know, if I had to, think about it and just kind of be rational about it, I don't know if I could pull the trigger on it. It just doesn't. It seems like price gouging to me. And but the add-on of this made it worth it. I also used a lot of Lego points that I had accumulated over the years, and also I had a gift card too. I had to use up, so that made it a little bit more tolerable to purchase this. But if I was just buying this set and I had to pay full price, I don't know if I would. I don't think I would actually. It would have to come down because I don't. This set I believe is no longer available, and so if you're buying it, you're just buying this. And I don't know how. I will see what Lego does in response because, that I mean, obviously they're going to have a big boost in sales at the beginning for people that wanted this set, and and primarily to get this set. But now that this set's no longer available, we will see if if the sales for this set plummet. And if it does, then we might see some discounts down the road. We shall see, right? Also, because we bought it during Easter, we got this little baggie, and that didn't make or break me purchasing this set. Is basically this set over here, and yeah, and that's really the main reason. The extra add-on made it a little bit more tolerable to pay that price. It's not a price I would normally pay, but because the add-on, and I knew the add-on was going to add extra $100 value to it easily, it made it a little bit more tolerable. But now that the set is no longer got that bonus in there, you guys have to decide if it's worth it. 2017 pieces, $270 US normal retail, 350 Canadian. I don't know. I don't know. I love Lord of the Rings. I even traveled to New Zealand because I wanted to do the Lord of the Rings tour, and I have a hard time on that price. And as I said, if it wasn't because of the add-on, I probably wouldn't have bought the set. And so, this made it worth it. Buying it by itself, not sure if it's worth it. So that's my take on the Shire. I may open this set if there's enough comments that want to see this set reviewed fully and properly. Then I will do so. But I mean, you get the gist of it just from what we see in the box. And I just don't know if I love this set enough and want to open it enough to build it, or am I just going to hold on it for investment purposes and maybe part with it in a number of years. I still have actually a number of Lord of the Rings sets from 15, 20 years ago, and apparently those sets have gone up a lot in value. So I haven't looked at recently, but I can still only see these you know over time accumulating value. So we'll see. I don't know. Let us know in the comment section what you think about this set, and whether or not you actually do want to see a full review on it. I'm on the fence whether I want to build this set or not. I'm kind of pissed about the price, but it is what it is. So this is Chucky from Collecting for Fun. Again, if you really love Lord of the Rings and this is a must-have, you probably already picked it up with this set. But somehow, if you missed it, you got to make a decision for yourself whether you want to pay that price for that many pieces, or just wait till it goes on sale. And that's what I probably, if I missed this, I'd probably only buy this set if I saw it on a significant price discount. So make it wait till Black Friday, see what happens. But yeah, that's my take on the Shire. So this is Chucky from Collecting for Fun. Thanks so much for watching. You guys take care.